All right, I think we're a go here. I'm managing 45 screens here. Okay, let me get my. If y'all could see, oh my goodness, if y'all could see the tabs in Windows. Is this gonna work now? Okay, okay, more to find. Where is it? Oh my goodness, what a disaster. Okay, all right. All right, how do I? Okay, I got to turn the sound down because this is so interesting. Okay, hello everyone. Thank you for um, thank you for bearing with me as do this for the first time. I have not done live from my computer using OBS. I'm streaming in multiple places. Very interesting. This view looks really weird for me on Instagram, but we're gonna move through it. And also, like Instagram is in the past, so like whatever's showing on there is a lag. So if I get confused, just give me a moment. Just give me a moment. Okay, so welcome. Thank you for joining me. Okay. Oh goodness. Let's see. I shouldn't have started. Oh no, I opened a new note. See, I shouldn't have started messing with it. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. So welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me today. Um, I'm glad you're here. Feel free to give me a wave in the comments and let me know if you can hear me okay because I have uh let's see. Yeah, I think it's working now. If you can't hear me, let me know. So my name is Mishra Keller. I work specifically with crocheters who are dealing with hand, wrist, and forearm pain. And today I want to talk to you about something that I hear from crocheters all the time. My hands hurt after I crochet. I love this craft, but my body is fighting me. And if that's you, stay right here. This is exactly what we're talking about today. And before we dive in, I wanted to let you know on Tuesday, June 16th, I am hosting my Melt Hand and Foot live demo. It's free, it's live, and it's the perfect first step if you've been dealing with hand pain. So I will drop that link in the chat right now. Wait, can I do it in both? Can I do it in both? Let's see. I did it, y'all. I did it. Okay. All right. So let me ask you something and drop an answer in the comments. Have you ever had to put down your hook mid-project because your hands are hurting too much to keep going? Let me know in the comments if that is you. I know that has certainly happened to me. Um, so, I see you, I hear you. This is a common thing, and it is so frustrating, especially when you're in the middle of a project that you love. And here's what most people think is happening when their hands are hurting after crocheting. They think it's muscle fatigue. or they think I'm just getting older, or I need to stretch more. Well, I'm here to tell you it's actually none of those things, or at least that's not the whole story. What's really happening is happening in your connective tissue, specifically in your fascia. And this is the web of tissue that surrounds every muscle, every bone, nerve, and organ in your body. And when you're crocheting, you're gripping your hook, creating tension in your fingers, and you're making the same small repetitive movements over and over and over. And that repetitive compression literally squeezes the fluid out of your connective tissue. And when your connective tissue gets dehydrated, that's when you feel stiffness, aching, and that deep fatigue in your hands and your wrists. It's not age, it's not weakness, it's dehydration in your connective tissue. And the good news is it's reversible. So let me tell you a little bit about who I am and why I'm talking to you specifically, crocheters. Again, my name is Mishra Keller. I'm a melt method instructor and a crochet artist. Melt is a self-treatment technique that rehydrates your connective tissue using gentle pressure, compression, and movement. And it was developed by Sue Hitzman, and it's genuinely changed the way I experience my own body. But here's the thing, I didn't want to just teach melt to everyone. I wanted to work with crocheters specifically because I know this community. I know what it feels like to love a craft that your body starts to resist. And I know the heartbreak of having to put something down that brings you joy. So within the NutriResults community, I built the Healing Hook Hub. And this is an online community specifically for women who crochet, knit, and craft and who want to keep doing it pain free for years to come. Every single Tuesday, I host a free live event alternating between my melt intro webinar and my hand and foot live demo class. So you can experience this work before you commit to anything. Hello, lovely design, lovely Debbie design. Hello, hello. Um, so again, I have the link in the comments. So you can check that out. The link is also in my bio. I don't even know. I'm on Instagram, so those links don't even work. I don't even want to do this. Okay, there's the link. Check the link in my bio. So Tuesday the 16th is my next hand and foot live demo, and I'm going to explain how melt works and show you hand and foot techniques that are very effective for crocheters. And you may even notice a difference with your first treatment. So come with your questions. Before I go today, I want to give you one thing that you can do for your hands right now, and it's called a wrist assess. And it's one of the first things that I teach when I teach a melt hand treatment. So what we're going to do, I want you to put your palms, wrists, and elbows together. And just even right now here, just notice how it feels to hold your hands in this and your arms in this position. And then I want you to bring your fingertips down a few times and just notice the range of motion. And now I want you to bring your fingertips down and stop. And notice the shape that your hands are making. Ideally, we're looking for a T shape. If you see anything other than a T, if you have like a Y or your fingers are bent or your fingers are apart, that's indicator that you've got systemic stress, which is dehydrated connective tissue in your upper body. Okay, so just remember what you're noticing here. Pull your palms back together. Take a focused breath, and lower your arms. And notice if you have any tightness, tension, or pain in your neck, your shoulders, your upper back. Those are all indicators that you've got some dehydrated tissue in your upper body. And so melting your hands or melting your feet are going to help you um, hydrate that tissue and help you feel less stiff, less achy, and for the tissue to function better and you will feel less pain. So, learning how to notice what your body is telling you is what melt is all about. And it's just the beginning of what's possible when you start to take care of your hands in this way. So, drop a yarn ball emoji in the comments if you notice something new about your body just now, just from doing that wrist assessment. And we usually do, not usually, we always assess our bodies, treat our bodies with the melt treatments, and then reassess. So this is a really important part of the process, and it's good practice for you to um, get inside your body, sense what you're feeling, and noticing how your body feels when the tissue is dehydrated versus when it's not dehydrated. So just getting some good communication and relationship with your body. So before I go, I want to make sure that you are clear on what's happening next. Again, Tuesday, June 16th, I'm hosting that Melt Hand and Foot. Great. Oh, I'm sorry. I got some comments coming through. I'm so glad that you noticed something. Um, so Tuesday, June 16th, I'm hosting my Melt Hand and Foot live demo. It's completely free, it's live, and I'm going to walk you through exactly how Melt works and show you what it can do for your crocheter's hands. So if today resonated with you, if you've been dealing with hand pain and you're ready to do something about it, Tuesday is your next step. The link is in my bio. It's on the link tree. I think it's the last link there. And what that link will do, it will take you to the Nutrisult social space. Um, Now that I'm thinking this through, that might be the link for the webinar, but it's fine. Use that link. It's going to take you to the same place. It's going to give you access to the Nutrisult social, and that is where the webinar will live. So go on in there and join the space. It is a two-step process. So when you click the link, you're going to put in some information, you're going to answer some questions. I'm going to approve um, your application. And once that's approved, then you will have instant access to that space. You'll be able to click on the events tab and RSVP. I highly recommend that you do that because that's going to give you notifications and reminders that that the event is happening. And yeah, and then you'll be all set. So I will be demoing the hand and foot treatment. You don't have to have the tools to participate. If you have a melt hand and foot kit, bring that with you and you can melt along with me. If you don't, it's no problem. You can learn a lot just by watching me do the techniques, and I'm going to teach you about the language of melt and the different techniques that we put together to make treatments and maps. Um, so come ready to learn, come with your questions, and you will definitely take away something from that that will be helpful. I also want to invite you to follow me here on Instagram, also on YouTube, and I'm going to be going live every week. And every week I'm going to be sharing something that you can use immediately. So thank you so much for being here today. I love this community and I love that you showed up today and showed up for your class today. All right. Thank you so much. And I will see you on Tuesday.